All right, we are live at the ITA Simulation League. This week we are doing 200 laps at Nashville Fairgrounds in the super late models. Originally thought we were going to do Boston, South Boston, but found out it's the late model stocks that run at South Boston. One of the crown jewels of the super late model race is at Nashville Fairgrounds. Of course, their big race is the Snowball Derby, but I don't own that track, so we can't race there. So we're doing Nashville Fairgrounds 200 laps in the super late model. As always, 12:30. That's today. That's live. That's now. This isn't pre-recorded. I didn't run 10 sims until I want to race, and then that's the one I'm broadcasting. So let's see here. We've got to kick this thing off, create a race. As usual, we're going to do 200 laps. We'll have 2 laps of qualifying. All of our sim drivers are in the super late model Nashville Fairgrounds Oval. Today we have full course yellows, lucky dog, and wave rounds. Apparently, they're not necessarily that common in the super late models, but at this event, they do have lucky dogs, wave rounds. So those are turned on. As always, we're going to do a noon basically start of the day. I love to run night races, but they don't broadcast well, and I don't want to chance it. So we're going to leave it as day races. Weather, let's generate the weather. Make sure no chance of rain for this oval. That's fine. Race options should be good there. Nothing to change. And track conditions, our carryover, our AI opponents. We've got all 34 in here. We're still at 60 to 100. We do have some guys at 100 and one at 60. So that's going to be our range. It avoids any scaling of our sim drivers. So let's get this started. As usual, it's going to take a second to launch, and I go ahead and show all this setup and launch so you can see that there's no funny stuff going on in the backgrounds. Then once we get started during qualifying, as always, I will need to set up cameras and get those going. Stuff you typically do before a broadcast starts because you guys aren't interested in that stuff, but I can't do it if I start the session live. So can't do that. So while that session's loading, we have another guest back, Dr. Kenneth Noisewater, after last week's race where your strategy didn't quite pan out, did it?
Well, it accomplished everything we wanted it to do because, that's not that road racing on a brand new car. We just wanted a top 20 and we got it.
There you go. Well, thank you for joining us last week and joining us again today. We're going to be on the oval today, 200 laps in the super late model. We have not done any testing. So I don't. We have 2 tire changes available. We have 3 total sets of tires. We're at 80% fuel. I've done no testing. I have no idea how this is going to turn out, but I'm going to start working on setting up some cameras. What do you think, Doc? Anything we should be looking for today?
Well, this is more my bread and butter of what I at least know a little bit about is oval racing. And there's guys that do these late models a little more than I do, but they're so much fun. And I know something that's come a long way with them. It's just the way you have to handle your tires. And you said you got 2 more sets after the set that you start on. So that's going to leave it open. Like,
The leader was just
maybe these guys could go
18.35.
the whole time. I'm not sure. On tires, I doubt it. They'd have to really uh, be easy on them. So at least you're going to change once. But then that option to change the second set, that's where the pit strategy is going to come in. You want to run the whole time, or maybe put that last set on, maybe split it into thirds. There's just a number of things you can do with that. And then since you get to run it in the day, which I'm a big fan of that, I don't really like the nighttime because it increases the grip and, most of the time, I like it hot and slick.
It'd be interesting to me to see what these AI drivers do with respect to pitting. Like, obviously, I would think we would not really pit um, unless yellow. We're not going to pit unless it's yellow. I don't know if these AI drivers follow that rule. We'll have to see.
Yeah, that's what's fun about it. And
Yeah,
maybe that has to do with what you put into your parameters on how your pitch strategy and that sort of thing. Maybe that applies to it, and you'll see some guys stay out, and then 10 laps later, after a caution, they just dive off into pit road and lose 5 laps. They kind of get a little squirmy doing weird things like that. But I don't know. And I know when we race the modifieds, you have to be smart, especially if you're mid pack or on back. And this track should be big enough, but if you're in the back of the pack and you have a caution and it's a good time for everybody to pit, you can't come in here, change 4 tires, and possibly lose a lap. So I don't know if the AI is going to be smart enough to just change lefts or rights when they're in that situation. So might end up with a lot of lap cars.
that's a good point. Yeah, yeah. You see what we'll see what they know and what they don't know. 200 laps at Nashville. Qualifying's done. Clean Dwayne in the front, followed by El Guapo, Colby Tucker, Potator, Dusty Dwayne, Trick Dickle, Dirty Dwayne, Duke Silver, Jurg always up there up front, and Bucky Goldstein making out your top 10. You can see your qualifying over here. Let's go ahead to the next session, get this race started.
That's the end of the session. Pole
As
position.
always,
Well done, mate.
I'm going to jump in the car, get this started, then I'll hop out and we'll get the broadcast going. I don't ever change my SIM card dock, so I'm always in the LMP2. I wonder how the LMP2 would do here against the super late models.
All right, boss man, fire.
35, 200 laps.
Yeah.
The track temp is
I don't know if they can
86
handle the
Fahrenheit.
bumps.
The air temp is 71.
All right, you see them all lined up here.
Okay, rolling start.
Looks like another rainy day.
Yeah, no rain in the forecast, but it does look a little cloudy.
Race car speed is 45 miles per hour.
Okay, I think we got everything set up. We are getting ready to go green. 200 laps at Nashville. Should be a good time. Let's see what these sim drivers can do. All right, coming around the backstretch, probably two lap warm up here, so I'm guessing the pace car is going to pull in and we will go green. As usual, I've assigned some paints in a random manner.
Get ready, time to focus.
Some I did in black cars or the 300 cars. We are green.
Go, go, go.
Green flag, green flag.
Left.
We are green. Everybody with a good start. Clean Dwayne off to a good start there, able to get single file or a double file behind him. I'm going to try to expand this camera view just a little bit.
Clean Dwayne's not messing around. He's trying to lap the field right off the bat.
Yeah, he is driving hard. He is not worried about saving any tires whatsoever.
The guy in front
There we go,
Beamer,
that's a little
car
better.
number 304. The leader is just
So this is where the parameters things are going to make more sense. Last week we were at the road course, new car. Wasn't sure kind of how this works, but I know with these, you see somebody jump out like that, you kind of just say, hey, I'm glad you're having fun, but I'll see you in about 20 laps when you're falling back like a rock.
That's certainly how it works in when I'm out there on track racing, but it seems like these guys have sometimes a different set of rules. You've got Clean Dwayne with almost a 1 second gap on El Guapo. El Guapo with a almost 1 second gap on Colby, and they don't seem to mind being out there running those hot laps. Clean race so far, no incidents. We are seeing a little bit, though, of what we sometimes see with these drivers. You've got the field already split up, and the leader is already a half a lap ahead of the guy in back. That it's an 11-second gap from first to last. No incidents, though. Clean race. Really not a lot of movement. Probably the only movement so far. Duke Silver here in 6th place, up 2 spots. But the top 10 are basically single file here. Oh, oh, no. There we go. We have an incident here. We'll come back to that. There are a lot of cars involved. We are 8 laps
A lot of
in.
guys out.
Yeah, let's see.
Yerg's involved.
Oh, yeah, Yerg with a meatball. Now, they'll say DNF on here. That's usually a tow. That doesn't mean they quit. They may be getting stuff fixed. Let's go see if we can see what happened. I think it may have started with Mike Hunt here. The 777 comes. Oh, yeah, he gets into the wall and then just stops. The car in front of him got into the wall, just stopped, and then everybody checked up after that. Here's another view of it. You'll see on your left. Oh, he got pushed into the wall and must have broke something. Something must have broke.
We gotta go back and see if we want to put him in the wall.
Is that the number 9 car? That's the number 9. That's yeah, that was the number 9 car, a belt, I believe it is. Put him in the wall, broke, and then you see all those cars just pile up and had to tow.
Car number 092 is now
now
retired.
half the field's mad at him.
Let's look at this from.
Took out Dr. Kenneth Noisewater.
This is Yerg's view. Yerg's coming around and just boom, pushed into the wall, and then it just broke. He's just getting pushed at that point. We had
That's the one thing about these perfect ovals. When you don't have that dog leg, it seems like you have room to escape when you got a dog leg. But when you got these straightaways that are just, it's a wall, something happens on the outside like that, and everybody's pushing all they can to get off that corner, and then it's just nowhere to go. So
yeah, we're gonna watch this once again. Just that's a lot of damaged cars. I saw the 83. Did I see the 83 tow? Maybe not. No. All right, let's go back live here. They're single file. We did not have anybody pit unless they had damage or something along those lines. So we didn't have any other pit takers, but cars caught up in that. Yerg with a meatball. We've got Parker B, Scott Negus, Mike Hunt, Sir Spinalot, Rosh Jobinson, Lone Star, Dr. Johnny Fever, and Kenneth Noisewater. Doc just caught up. They're all lapped down.
Green flag, we're racing.
Splitting the Dr. Day, Dr. Johnny.
It was not a good day for the doctor.
Yeah.
We are back under green here. Not much movement here in the top part of the bracket. We do have some movers. Zipe in 15th place here, still battling, but he is up 9 positions, 10 positions. I think he really just, this group of cars back here got the advantage of the cars that are in the pits. So I'd say the wreck avoidance of the AI on the oval was not that great. What are your thoughts, Doc?
Well, yeah, we kind of talk about that. It's a little wonky, the AI is, but they're all in a pack, and then that's one thing you can fix is the smoothness. And I think in these times, like the guy that was on the inside there, that Albert, or the 9 car there, probably just didn't have it smooth, so he just kind of drifted up and slammed into the guy on that side. But you see, it did him good. Now that's 9 or 8 cars that you don't have to worry about.
So you're saying there's a strategy, just cause a wreck and get enough people involved and keep on driving?
Exactly. Yeah, because typically the guy that calls the wreck's never in it.
There you go. Duke Silver, Trick Dickel, Dirty Dwayne battling for this 6th, 7th, 8th position. That's the yellow car is Trick Dickel. We've got on the outside. Outside looks, is that Paint car 83 is Dirty Dwayne, 55 is Bucky Goldstein. So we got Dirty Dwayne and then the 67 there of Duke Silver on the outside. Duke is running the outside and basically getting trained. We saw Trick Dickel make a move, Dirty Dwayne made a move to the inside. And then Bucky Goldstein, he got down in front of Bucky to hold him off. That puts Potater, Trick Dickel, Dirty Dwayne, your 5, 6, 7 positions basically quite right around where they started. No change in the top 3, a little change. Dusty Dwayne and Potater between 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, the same. Bucky Goldstein up to 9th. A belt wrecked everybody and came up to 10th. Looks like we did get Parker B back out on track, but he is 8 laps down. Lone Star 8 laps down. We do have lucky dogs and we do have waiver rounds. I don't think they're going to be able to get that many laps back, but they might be able to get a lap or 2 back, staying out there, running for points, doing what they need to do. Biggest battle right now is between Luke and a belt. I would be careful around a belt. He's running the outside this time. Oh, Duke Silver, Dirty Dwayne, and Trick Dickel back in a battle here again for this top 5 position. We also have a battle for the lead. Clean Dwayne and El Guapo. Clean Dwayne has caught El Guapo, and Clean Dwayne, that's El Guapo in the white on the outside, trying to pass Clean Dwayne, who has led this race, I believe, since the start. He got beside him, was not able to make that pass stick.
Remember, Clean Dwayne, he just took off like a rocket on the start, and we talked about just burning him up. I mean, and then you get a caution, and what good did that do to push that hard that early? Now you're that much a little bit heated tires, worn tires, whatever it is. Get everybody back up on you, and they're catching lap cars.
Yeah, he certainly is not driving away from the field like he was before. Still running some good laps, still leading, but he is catching those lap cars. Let's see what he can do in traffic with those lap cars. I always say it's easy to catch the car in front of you. Sometimes very difficult to pass. He goes to the inside. The inside seems to be the way to make a pass.
He was going to get picked here. Wow, that's a tight corner now. You see that red car down there? Who's that, Colby?
Red car, yeah, I believe that's the 31 of Colby, yes.
Yeah, so he got down on the bottom, and just the way these AI lines are, there were 3 wide, he was on the bottom, so he had to take this extra hard turn coming out. He ended up just almost on the inside wall. Look how much slower it was. That's just a little bit of the finesse of technique that these AI lines are. They kind of really slow you down if you're not in the preferred line.
Clean Dwayne out front with El Guapo, Dusty Dwayne, Potater, all battling for position here. Duke Silver kind of cruising in the background a little bit, waiting to see what happens. Some pretty good racing here, though. A little side by side, trying to make moves. Dealing with lap traffic, as we've seen in the past, is difficult for these AI drivers.
Yeah, see now, Clean Dwayne, he's stuck there. He's losing all kind of spots. Just got in the wrong lane there behind him. And now that lap car is on the unpreferred line. He's already slow. Then it just cost you. Now he's going to get by on the outside.
Well, he's going to try, but then the 777 lap car down at the bottom. So he's got stuck with That's the 777 is Mike Hunt. 883
We
here.
saw him do some crazy pit strategy last week, so see if he does something like that again.
Yeah. Oh, 60. Was
30
that
of it.
the Duke Silver
67.
sideways, and looks to have come out of it clean, but it looks like the car on the outside, a lap car, is way off pace.
Be careful.
And caution. Yeah, had to stop on track. He broke.
Pits are open.
His car was broken. Let's take another look at that if we can. I believe that's Chris. Let's see here. Yeah, he's just going to stop here. Just, that was after the Duke Silver and him got together and broke his car. So we have our second caution. We are 35 laps into this 200 lap race. Let's see if any of these AI drivers pit. Now, if they pit, well, there's our lucky dog going around the outside. If they pit, we'll see if the other AI drivers are smart enough to stay and take a wave around. We only have a couple cars a lap down, believe it or not. We were just reached that point of lap traffic, and I thought we had a lot more cars lap down, but we actually only have two that are one lap down. We have some from the wreck earlier. Parker B, Lone Star, Dr. Fever, Mike Hunt. Those guys are multiple laps down from the initial wreck. But in terms of just the cars still running one lap down, you see them rotating to the back of the field. Those lap cars, one's multiple laps down. Nobody pit. 37 laps in. I do not know what they can do on fuel, Doc, so it's going to be an adventure for both of us to learn.
Yeah, I was keeping an eye out, just seeing if somebody would pour down pit road there, but nobody did. So that's maybe it's probably just being somewhat smart.
Yeah.
Let's say pit when you have to. There's too much carnage. Even if you think, man, it would be a good time, don't put yourself back there.
Pace
Just
cars in
survive
this
for a
lap.
while.
Exactly. Now, we do single file restarts here. We do that because the AI and double file restarts don't work. We've seen too many times where the outside line, for whatever reason, just doesn't go and can lose up to, second place can lose up to 10 positions because they just sit there and don't go. So our solution is single file restarts. Not the best, but it's certainly better than the 2, 4, 6 place cars on the outside losing multiple positions because the 2 car didn't go. So
Green, let's go.
we are back to green. Single file restart. We've got El Guapo out front, Colby Tucker, Dusty Dwayne, Clean Dwayne, after getting stuck on the outside, down from leading most of the first half, down to 4th place. Battle on track. A belt, the number 9 car, trying to make the outside work against Trick Dickel. It is not going to work. Trick Dickel will hold that position. Luke B trying to take advantage of it, cannot get down. Dirty Dwayne trying to make the outside work against the 85 of Handy Slider. Again, loses on entry here, has to fall in line. Luke Handy does not go up and block. Dirty Dwayne with momentum. He seems to have momentum going down the straights, loses it on entry, slow in, fast out, gains it on the straights, but he's going to have to push, I think, to make that stick. He's not able to make it stick. Handy does not go up and take the position. They continue to run side by side.
Yeah, this is the point too. This is the point too where you get to racing and the tires really start to, you can't just run qualifying laps anymore. So if you've been pushing it tight or loose, you're going to start to feel, what it's done to you.
Dirty Dwayne, Handy Slider still side by side. Dirty Dwayne running that outside. I tell you though, just running that outside over and over and over, aren't you wearing out your tires a little bit more?
Yeah, I would say so. You know, that's the one thing about the base setups. I don't know how the AI are, but I know in the base setups that just kind of have a tendency to be tight anyway. I think it's just something the iRacing plants in there so the newcomers aren't spinning out every corner. So it just always puts pressure on that right front. And then when you run that outside line, you kind of, I know with my driving style anyway, I always want it to be a little free, but they don't really give you a free setup. It's more of a tight, so you're just up there cheese grating that right front tire.
Absolutely. So we've got almost a quarter of the way into the race here. Lap 47 of 200. El Guapo out front. Colby Tucker, Dusty Dwayne, Clean Dwayne, Potator, all within a position or two of where they started. Big mover, a belt in 7th place, up 5 spots. Not only did he take out half the field, but he's also been able to move up into that 7th place spot. Trick Dickel in 8th, down a couple spots. Bucky Goldstein finally able to make a move up 1 into 9th. Luke B in 10th. Dirty Dwayne in 11th, down 4 spots. I have to wonder if he just burned up some tire there while he was running that outside line. Bucky Goldstein trying to make a move on Trick Dickel. Not able to make it stick, gets back in line. Colby Tucker up here in the front. He's getting ready to reach lap traffic once again. He is the fastest car on track, and we have seen him run up front several times before. Dirty Dwayne back now trying to make the outside work again, this time against Luke B. He did make it work against Handy Slider, but it took him a long time to do it. Looks like Bucky Goldstein in front of him is also trying to do the same. He gets around the outside of Trick Dickel, makes that stick. Now Bucky Goldstein in 8th place, Trick Dickel in 9th. Say that 10 times fast. Duke Silver making a move on Clean Dwayne. Clean Dwayne was one of those guys up front we felt was burning up his tires. Meanwhile, our leader here in lap traffic not giving him any room, so he's having to run the outside. They're too wide in front of him. He's trying to push his way through. They get single file finally. He's able to make the outside work. Get past this lap traffic, has a little bit of breathing room. Not quite there, but you see that lap traffic down at the bottom. Meanwhile, this is a battle for position when they hit the lap traffic. We got Duke Silver, Potator, Dusty Dwayne all battling for position amongst this lap traffic.
You see Duke Silver down there. He's in that silver car, but he went to the bottom, and that's where lap cars are, and they're really slow. You're at the mercy of it at that point. That's going to be the difference right there, is where you're going to be when you catch the lap cars. Obviously, us watching, if we're in this race, you're going to run the top because you see what's going on, but I don't think the guy's smart enough to understand that. They'll hit the bottom and let a guy get on his outside and get freight train.
Bucky Goldstein inside of the 1 car, Richard Robert, a lap car. Bucky trying to make the bottom work. Get by and force these cars to the outside. Mostly the lap cars on the inside, those 300 cars. 56 of Dusty Dwayne is on the lead lap, as well as Abelt, the 9 car. So these slower cars are holding to the bottom. The faster cars are going to have to make a move around the outside if they want to make that move. Trick Dickel has not learned that yet, and instead slows up, runs behind the lap car, finally gets to the outside. Meanwhile, up at the front, Clean Dwayne and Potator battling for this 3rd position. Clean Dwayne able to make his way around using the 308 as a pick. That's also going to allow 67 of Duke Silver to pass Potator. But Duke following in line behind that 308. He's trying to make it work underneath, force the lap car up high. Lap car says, no, no. He does force him up there. Does make that pass a little bit easier. Abel behind is going to take advantage of that while Poe Tater is slowed up by the 308 of Tyler Beeman. Poe Tater once again with the 56 of Dusty Dwayne diving in. Poe just following Tyler, not moving out, being stubborn. You gotta move. You gotta be where they're not if you want to make a pass. Finally to the bottom. Forces the 308 of Tyler up high, gives him a little bump to say, get the out of my way.
There's that Bucky Goldstein always hanging around there. He's closing in.
He always hangs around, but never, it's always like the bottom half of the top 10. I guess there's worse places to be.
At least you're still running.
Meanwhile, Colby Tucker with a 2.2 second gap to El
Yeah, he's
Guapo.
got a big deal. Here's some background on Colby Tucker. He's from Polk Junction, Ohio, and he got his start racing mobility scooters at retirement homes. He's a champion walker, but he was banned for excessive speed walking, and he discovered racing while fleeing security in a stolen golf cart, and now he paints his car like a garden snail for aerodynamic intimidation.
I love these backstories. Dirty Dwayne, Bucky Goldstein battling Dirty once again, trying to make that outside work. Bucky Goldstein trying to make the inside work. Meanwhile, Dirty Dwayne just threw down a fast lap there. We need to get the lap times up here so that we can see some of those.
Hey. Oh, good.
Nah, go ahead.
Yeah.
We will get some last lap time. Let's see up here. So
Yeah.
there we go. Now we've got in the standings. We'll add that last lap time.
It's normal.
Quite the cluster here with Poe Tater, Bucky Goldstein, Dirty Dwayne. 56 of Dusty Dwayne breaks away from the lap traffic. Bucky Goldstein on the inside. Dirty Dwayne trying to follow Bucky. Then we got Trick Dickel and the 63 of Poe Tater. Seems like Trick Dickel, Bucky Goldstein always finding each other. Oh, we are almost 3 wide back here.
That 63 old Tater, he got tired of putting up that lap traffic. He's forcing his way now.
Bucky Goldstein sticking to the bottom with Dirty Dwayne trying to make the outside work. Dirty's been trying to make that outside work the entire day, it seems like. Bucky's able to get to the inside of the 56, Dusty Dwayne. Dusty with momentum coming off. The problem with that inside is the 301 of Michael Crump there holding Bucky Goldstein up. Dirty Dwayne should be able to have momentum. He does. And Bucky Goldstein needs to jump to that outside in front of Trick Dickel, stop his run, but he probably won't. He'll probably just stay in line. Clean Dwayne making up. And who is that? Duke Silver and Clean Dwayne battling. Oh, we have a car in the pits. Car in the pits. Mike Hunt in the pits. Let's see. Yeah, I was gonna say I don't know what that is. He's always doing those crazy pit strategies.
But listen, if we don't get another caution, he goes ahead and I don't know what he took there. If he took tires. It could be this strange thing that he's out there making up some ground right now, whereas everybody else maybe waits later and then he puts himself in good position. So you can't, you got to take advantage, even if it was unscheduled. You keep going because you never know how it can work out for you.
Yeah, we have another one of those 10-car
The track
pileups.
temperature's decreasing. It's
You
now
never know what
96
can happen.
Fahrenheit.
Potator finally getting around this 301 car on the outside of Michael Crump. Big movers in the top 10. Duke Silver up 5 spots now into that third position. Abel up 7 spots after causing havoc early on. Potator in 11th, down 7 spots. Those are the big movers in the top 10. Cars that are now multiple laps down and basically out of contention are going to be that Parker B, Lone Star, Dr. Fever, Mike Hunt. Mike's back in the pits. He must have had some damage. Chris, Scott Negus, Sir Spinalot, Rosh Jobinson, and Dr. Noisewater. Meanwhile, battle here for third place.
He won it last week, and he's showing he's not done.
Yeah, he is up 5 spots. One of our big movers in the top 10 into third. Those are Lone Star is a lap car, the 76. He's going to have to go around the outside of Lone Star, but that 30 car, El Guapo, is second place car on the outside. Tell you what, going around the outside of these lap cars is really kind of the hard way to do it, especially if you've got some worn tires late in a run. We are 82 laps into this 200-lap race. Duke Silver finally able to get free of lap traffic. Clean Dwayne behind him. Meanwhile, Potator and Luke B battling for position. Looks like Luke B not able to make it stick. Potator now with some clean track in front of him. Dirty Dwayne moving to the inside of Dusty Dwayne. It's the two Dwaynes again. Clean Dwayne having a good race there, up in 4th, but Dirty and Dusty are in 6th and 7th. I have a feeling they will come together at some point here soon in the race. Clean Dwayne now trying to make a move on Duke Silver, not able to make it stick. Bucky Goldstein round the outside with Trick Dickel behind him. Coming up on lap one, the lap car. These AI drivers seem to they don't mind getting in line and following a lap car for a moment or two before they figure out how to make a pass. It seems like they really need to plan ahead a little bit.
I was thinking the same thing. It's like even if when they get there and kind of get pinned, they stay so close. And sometimes you see that in racing. Maybe you're 20th in line on a restart, and you see a guy just stay right on the bumper. It's like, what are you gaining here? All you're doing is waiting for them to check up. You get in a wreck. You almost kind of back it off and get a little run on them. See which way you can go. But when you get there and you get slow, you don't let them get by. So I was thinking the same thing. It's just kind of part of that AI learning that they haven't accomplished yet.
.88 laps in. As I say, I don't know. Well, Duke Silver here challenging El Guapo for that second position. El Guapo went to the high side. If he can get momentum here, he's got to pick. He does. Duke Silver slides up in front of him now. El Guapo to the inside. El Guapo trying to make the inside work, but he's got lap traffic in front of him. That is not going to work out well.
Yeah, and Clean Dwayne's right up in it now. So
yeah,
just watch out for Silver. He's just going to make that run kind of like he did last week. I think he's hard to beat.
I don't know. Colby Tucker with a 4-second gap. He's just been carving through lap traffic, not having any issues. Just a 4-second gap to second place. Second, third, and fourth are all under a blanket here.
This is the same guy closed up 20 seconds on in the last 30 minutes to win at Mount Panorama.
That is true. We've got Handy Slider and Dirty Dwayne battling. Dirty Dwayne once again trying to make that outside work. Getting around Handy Slider. Oh, Handy pushing the lap car up in front of Dirty Dwayne. Let's see if Handy tries to dive it in. Oh, the lap car comes back down.
Yeah, it's something about out of turn 2, they just lose all their momentum. Which, you know, if you run here, it's almost like they were building 1 and 2, and then the construction got all the way to almost the exit, and they said, "Hey, we've missed it a little bit. We've got to sharpen up the back part of turn 2." And, so it makes it tight. Kind of got to plan ahead when you go in this corner. You can't just run the bottom evenly like a perfect oval. You got to think of what's going on with the track, which I love. It's got character.
Yeah, excuse me, you're going to get some framing here while I need to adjust the engine noise on that particular scene. It was a little too loud, knocking us out, but hopefully that'll be better. I'll tell you what, Doc, I appreciate you joining me. This is a lot of fun. We are up to an all-time high of 4 viewers.
Well, this is better than soccer. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, these were really not meant, AI drivers watching them drive around the track, not meant to be something that somebody tunes into and watches for a couple hours. Maybe either have it on in the background when you're working, but really just to record what your driver did so you can come back later and see what your driver did and if you want to make a change. Bucky Goldstein and Trick Dickel here battling along with Potater. Bucky's got that inside line with a lap car in front of him. Trick on the outside with a lap car in front of him. Poe's about a second back, but he's got some clean air. Should be able to catch these two. This is your battle for 7th. Trick and Bucky not able to make any headroom. The 76 car finally breaks free of Lone Star. So that allows, of Tyler. So that allows Trick to be able to go around the outside. Bucky's now going to follow around the outside if he can. Meanwhile, El Guapo and Clean Dwayne battling here. 30 El Guapo on the outside. Clean Dwayne in the gray 883. Now they're back to single file with a lap car between them. How big did I say that lead was?
Yeah, it was 4 seconds. It's less than we're down to almost half, but look at that. It's like a wall of lap cars.
Yeah, I don't know if that's Colby Tucker slowing down or Colby having to deal with this lap traffic. Either way, it has allowed Duke Silver to catch up.
Yeah, and he's going to extend right back out to probably that much just because he's gotten ahead of it, but Duke's just now getting in it. And he's on the bad line. He went to the bottom.
Yeah, I was going to say, Duke's not only in it, but he is down on that bottom, and that's not the place you want to be.
Yeah, he's boxed in. This could it could easily be right back to 5 seconds here, just in a few laps.
These are all lap cars around the 67 of Duke Silver. El Guapo is the next car position back. He's 3/4 of a second back, 2 cars back. El Guapo trying to make a move to the inside. Meanwhile, Trick Dickel, Potater, Abel, Bucky Goldstein all just battling really hard for this 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th position. Trick Dickel trying to make the outside work against Abel. You'd be careful with that. Abel may come up and give you a little bump. He's been known to do that. Trick Dickel made the pass. Meanwhile, Bucky Goldstein with Potater made it in front of Bucky. Bucky back in 9th place again. Bucky seems to be able to maybe make his way up to 7th and then fall right back down. El Guapo, once again, trying to make a move on Duke Silver. Duke to the outside, just finishing up with this lap traffic. That gives Colby a 3.6 second gap. Clean Dwayne using that lap traffic as a pick, going around El Guapo. El Guapo finally figuring it out, trying the outside. See if he has momentum here on exit. He does. Able to get in front of him on the backstretch. Should be able to clear, no problem.
I think Dwayne, he took off early on the start. And it looked like he had burned it up, fell back, but he just kind of slowly making his way back up in there. So maybe he just had time to chill out, cool it off, make another run.
109 laps in. I do not know what these cars can do on fuel. I have no idea. So if you're going to have to pit, now would probably be a good time to think about pitting pretty soon. But nobody wants to pit under green.
Yeah, that's where you can be risky. So here's what you do. You know, if you're a crew chief, say you're potator, you're just kind of far back enough. You're not really going to contend for the win right now. If you know you got to pit, see, I don't know either. If they can make it all the way, they're just going to stay out. But if you know you're going to have to pit, take a risk. Go ahead, get in there, get some tires, see what you can make up, and let the rest of them stay out there. And then if you never get a caution and they have to pit with just late in the run, well, they've been running this whole race on older tires than you. So that's just little things you got to think about. You can't just run ninth and go, well, this is where I'm at. Start thinking, what can I do?
Yeah, I mean, you can just run ninth and say this is where I'm at, but if you do, then that's where you're going to finish. You got to do something different. If you follow the guy in front of you, you're going to follow the guy in front of you, right? Always, when I'm in a race and realize it's not my day and I'm not going to contend for a podium, I'm going to look for an alternate strategy and hope to get lucky. Hopefully I don't do something that shoots myself in the foot too bad, but if I could risk giving up 2 or 3 spots to potentially gain 10 spots, I'll take that risk.
Right, yeah. At the end of the day, you're not going to remember finishing 8th over 11th. It's pretty much kind of a scratch at that point.
So we are down. We've seen this before in the AI races. Interestingly enough, we have not seen it the last couple races, but we are down to where there's only 12 cars left on the lead lap. Dirty Dwayne is our last car here on the lead lap. He is battling hard for position. They're turning 19-second laps. He's 12 seconds behind the leader, so he's got a ways before the leader will catch him. He's about 5 to 6 seconds back, but Dirty's going to have to make some moves and not let up here if he wants to stay on that lead lap, if we stay green. El Guapo and Dusty Dwayne. Dusty Dwayne able to pass El Guapo, follow Clean Dwayne. I'm almost insulted Clean Dwayne's up here. Up here in the top. Oh, pit. Leader pit. We have Colby Tucker, Duke Silver, Dusty Dwayne, Bucky Goldstein. We are seeing pits now. These guys up front are having to pit. I don't know.
The leader, Cullen, is pitting.
Yeah, Trick Dickel, El Guapo, they're all coming in.
Yeah. Not a lot of variance in strategy, which I don't know if everybody kind of put their parameters pretty close on that. But maybe there's going to be this one guy that just does things different, or it could just simply mean they're running out of fuel at this point, and they've all gone as far as they possibly can.
Colby Tucker with a 17.8 second pit stop. Bucky Goldstein 17.8. Duke Silver 17.8. Dusty Dwayne a little longer, 21.
Here comes Luke.
Here comes Luke and Dirty Dwayne. Dirty's like, come on, Luke, hurry up. Patrick Stein. Yeah, Patrick Stein. Oh, he's in the pits. Now it's Chris Wald is the last one up front to pit. Chris was lapped down, hoping for a yellow at the right time. It did not happen. Colby Tucker suckles. 18 seconds. I'm going to guess they took right, maybe. I'm going to guess right. Right side tires and fuel.
Could be right, yeah. If you got to fill it up, it takes long enough, just do it.
Yeah. I mean, they're all pitting right around that 17, 18 second mark. Clean Dwayne with a 16.9 pit, Dusty Dwayne 21, but they're all pitting right around that 17, 18 mark. We still have a couple of lap cars that have not pit, but all the lead lap cars have pit. All 12 of them. There's still 12 on the lead lap. Right now it's Colby Tucker, followed by Duke Silver, Clean Dwayne, Trick Dickel up to 4th, El Guapo down to 5th, Dusty Dwayne in 6th, Abelt in 7th, Potater 8th, Bucky Goldstein 9th, Handy Slider 10th, Luke B and Dirty Dwayne. Dirty Dwayne, once again, last car on the lead lap, but Dirty Dwayne here has the leader just 2 seconds behind him now.
Yeah, it looks like it's pretty basic pit stops. I don't think anybody gained or lost too much.
We do have a couple cars that have not pit, but they are laps down.
I would say they probably pitted when the wreck happened.
No, they had not pit yet, and they're starting to rotate in now. I think they had just stayed out to try to hope for a caution. Hope is not a strategy, in my mind.
Yeah. With no cautions, there's not really a lot of variance of what you can do at this point. I think the only thing you could have done possibly is when that big wreck happens, go ahead and topped off at that moment if you were at the tail end.
Yep.
And maybe just a little longer, and then hope you get a caution within that 10 lap period. That's about all you can do, but that's what you got to do. You got to be thinking about it.
So Colby Tucker with the lead. Duke Silver now 3 seconds back, followed by Clean Dwayne 5 seconds back from the leader. Trick Dickel in 4th.
Beeman ahead is pitting.
Still a couple of cars left to pit. These are the last two. Tyler Beeman, Bradley Beeman, and Richard Robert. Last 2 cars to pit, and we will have done a full pit cycle. Now, we went somewhere around 118 to 120 laps on that first pit, so these cars will not pit again. If we do get a caution, it'll be interesting to see if somebody pits for strategy for tires. I'm going to guess everybody was right around that 17-second mark, so I'm going to guess that's, I don't know. It may be 4 tires, but I'm guessing fuel and 2 tires. I don't know.
Possibly 2, but I don't know. It takes so long to change tires of these cars. I just sort of imagine they would have thrown fuel in it just for the time's sake. I think the only way I don't know if you can go back and watch them and hit, see if they jack that right side up.
Yeah, I can, but then I got to not through the program I have here to kind of look at it.
Yeah.
It would involve a little more involved than I need to be for this. It's a free broadcast, so I don't have all the fancy software. We've got Potater on the outside of the belt looking to fight for that 7th position. He gets it. Gets in front of a belt. You got Bucky Goldstein there behind him also trying to pass a belt on the outside.
Track temperature is increasing. It's now 100 Fahrenheit.
I don't know if you heard that track temperature is going up. So usually it's going down as the time of the race gets later in the day, but it's going up right now. So just wonder if see some guys start sliding around a little more.
Yeah, it is only 1 p.m. in the afternoon sim time, so. Here's Dirty Dwayne. He has now got the leader less than 2 seconds behind him. Dirty has a clean track here, so if he's got any fast laps left in the bank, he needs to use them. Colby Tucker has 1 lap car between him and Dirty Dwayne. Colby is just following as we've seen this lap traffic. He may be saving a little
Loud.
tire.
Close up again.
But Colby is one of the slowest cars on track last lap with a 19.4 compared to 19 flat of Duke Silver. El
That's
Guapo.
the problem with the lap car.
Yeah.
Well, they weren't catching lap cars while everybody had warm tires. Now when everybody's got new tires, the lap times are similar, so it's that much harder to get around a lap car because they're going to be up to speed closer to you, but it's over time. They start falling off a little more than you do.
Still seeing El Guapo, Poe Tater, Dusty Dwayne, Trick Dickle. Those guys continue to battle for this top 5 spot.
Yeah, Potato, he fell back. He was like 8th or 9th, and he's kind of climbing back up, so he may have a little something on
Bucky
this last
Goldstein, what happened here? He is way off pace.
Let's see if he stops.
He is just rolling around the infield. Let's see. I don't know. Let me go back here. I don't know when the incident happened here. It's like they forgot to fill him up with gas.
Could be something like that.
He's still just there. Is he? Yeah. Now he's pulling in the pits after 3 laps. It has to be a mechanical failure. Bucky Goldstein out of contention for that top 10 spot now, 2 laps down.
It happens to the best of them.
That's it. I'm done. I quit. Sim league is over.
Yeah.
I'm going to take my toys and go home.
You've proven time and time again that you're not showing any favoritism.
Yes, I have.
Almost to the point where I feel sorry for you.
Almost. Bucky's in the pits now for 30 seconds, down to 22nd place. Oh. Meanwhile, Dirty Dwayne,
Yeah.
as I say, you can see
Dirty Dwayne, yep.
right behind him in the
Get
screen,
lapped.
the leader coming up behind him. Dirty Dwayne now up to 11th place as Bucky Goldstein, still in the pits, continues to drop. Potato, Dusty Dwayne still battling it out. I tell you, this is one of the first races where we've seen the Dwaynes spread out towards the end of the race. Normally they come together at the end of the race.
The track temp's increasing. It's now 104 Fahrenheit.
Almost 3/4 the way into this race. Lap 147 out of 200. We still have some really good battles up here for this fifth, sixth, seventh spots. Meanwhile, Duke Silver catching up to Colby Tucker, and the two of them catching up to Dirty Dwayne. Colby choosing to run the outside. The bottom line's open, but he is continuing to run that outside. But coming up on 2 lap cars, he's looking for a spot. He tries low. 1 car to the outside. He's able to get up beside the 1 car.
Interesting.
There we go.
Don't wanna be pinned down there.
No.
It's a lap car.
Duke Silver getting right in line with him.
If he can just get that nose on the outside, that's when the AI Tucker he'll give him that top, and then you can get that lap car. So this could be the moment right here. Oh, he went high. See, that's smart. Let's see what Silver's got.
As I say, Duke's able to make that inside work. Colby with the momentum around the outside. Duke will get the drive on entry, and Colby's going to try and have momentum on exit. Duke not able to clear him, but now they are coming into this lap traffic, and it's going to be a choice of
Got it.
who picked the right lane.
Well, he stayed on the bottom. That'll probably cost him.
Yes, it does, as Colby gets up to his right rear quarter panel. He'll have momentum on exit here and able to get up beside the lap car in front of him. Colby retakes the lead. Meanwhile, Dirty Dwayne, you'll see up ahead that you don't see him. He took offense to being the last car on the lead lap and almost getting lapped. So he has passed Luke B and Handy Slider and moved up to the 9th position, trying to drive away and
Yeah,
stay
he's got
on
about
that
several
lead
guys.
lap.
Ryan Kickendale, Celeste. I mean, he's ahead of a bunch of them. I guess he was already ahead of them, but yeah, that's he's picking it up.
Yeah, now
He's
you'll
really maintaining the gap.
yeah, you'll see now they're single file. Colby's able to drive away from Duke Silver, but then once they catch lap traffic, Colby round the outside here.
And that goes to those parameters. Are you smooth, or do you got good skill? Well, that's great if you're by yourself. But can you get around these guys?
He does get around, able to have a little bit of clean track. Meanwhile, still in the pits, Bucky
The track
Goldstein.
temperature's increasing. It's now
Yeah,
108
I don't know.
Fahrenheit.
I think
I
you
don't
need
know.
to put some reliability in your team. I
I
think.
guess so. I don't know. I did not see an accident, but obviously something happened. He must have clipped a wall or had something happen.
Potato keeps moving up. He's up to 5th after falling down the order early on. Must have made an adjustment on the pit stop. What do you think?
I guess so. He feels that car feels a little better, or he's better at saving his tires this time. Dirty Dwayne making a move on a belt, not able to make it stick. This is a battle for 8th place. A little bit of lap traffic. Dirty goes to the inside, trying to get the run on exit. A belt to the outside is going to have momentum. Meanwhile, up front, sorry, there's a battle. Trick Dickel and Clean Dwayne and Potato. Well, Potato's way back, so it's Trick Dickel, Clean Dwayne. Clean Dwayne lets Trick Dickel get by. Trick now trying to deal with some lap traffic, trying to push that one car ahead. Kind of boxed in, allowing Clean Dwayne on the outside to catch back up to the rear bumper of Trick. Trick looks to make it 3 wide. Doesn't happen. Is that Bucky Goldstein back out on track? It is. Never give up, Bucky. Never give up.
Never give up.
That's right. Come right out in front of
Interesting strategy.
traffic and block them.
Cause the chaos.
This is your battle for 4th place, Trick and Dusty. Dusty, or Potato, gets around the outside while Trick was stuck in traffic. Clean Dwayne.
Yeah. Or-
Yep. So we got Clean Dwayne. So sorry, Potato and Dusty Dwayne battling it back here. You know, it's hard to remember which car is who by looking at them because they change colors and numbers, or change colors every week. So there's
Yeah.
no
I think
familiarity.
Colby's in that red car.
Yeah, he
is that
is.
right?
Colby's that
Not
red
me,
car
red
on the
car.
outside. Duke
It's easy to
Silver's
find silver.
in a
Pick
silver
the
car.
color that works out. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
silver,
then
if he just all he needs is one break in lap traffic, and silver's going to get the lead here.
I agree. He's been able to handle traffic better, but I feel like Colby's just faster on raw speed because every time they get a little open track, Colby drives away from it.
But like we said, it doesn't really matter. It's it, what it all comes together. It's just like you can be a fast race car driver, don't mean you're a good race car driver. And so that's what it's going to come down to here.
Dirty Dwayne in the pink car. He's always easy to find.
Yeah.
Now this is a battle here. Sorry, this is
I
a.
wonder what'll happen when Austin comes out.
Yeah, this is a battle. I agree. 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, all here within a second of each other.
Yeah, Guapo, he was good early. He's sort of drifted back as the race is going on.
Trick Dickle on Clean Dwayne's bumper. So I was saying before we had the Bucky Goldstein incident, Clean Dwayne being up here in the top 5 is offensive because the story behind Clean Dwayne was he only joined the league to harass Dirty Dwayne. Didn't do any homework. He basically just copied my stats number for number. Then week 2 sent me a message and said, just change whatever you change. I said, piss off. Give me your own stats or yours stay the same. His have stayed the same. Here he is in 3rd place. And Bucky's down 5 laps down in 27th.
Yeah, like I said last, I don't know that there's something about, like I noticed me and, Dr. Kenneth Noisewater and Ross Jobinson, we both started at the same time, and we put in decent stats, or, put in like everybody else, but those 2 cars haven't run well. I think it does have something to do if you were in the beginning and in there. There's some kind of memory that it has, then it kind of keeps the flow the same. Keeps the guys that ran up front, they're going to run up front.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, it's hard to say. I mean, there's obviously something to the stats, and the stats seem to matter depending on the type of racing. Haven't quite figured it out, but the one thing that we have figured out is, a top 5 car is going to typically run top 5. I mean, we see Jurg is a great example. If he's running, he's in the top 5. Problem is, he's not always running. He seems to be involved in some incidents. Dirty Dwayne takes it 3 wide in the middle. Just bumps the 30 car of El Guapo. Yeah, just gives him a bump, get out of the way. El Guapo's fighting back.
Ever since the pit stop, he was the last car in the lead lap, but he's maintained it. And I know that Colby's getting in lap traffic, but there's other guys getting lap. Dwayne's not. He's keeping going.
He is, but
you can
he can't get him clear. But you can see right there, Colby is in the picture.
You may get on the inside of the lap car. It's going to make the difference here.
There's Colby in the picture. If he can get clear, he's going to need to drive off. Colby's going to look to lap El Guapo. Colby has gotten pretty lucky with this traffic here. Let's see what he does to try and make some work of El Guapo. El Guapo should get to the bottom. Yeah, try and follow Dirty Dwayne through past the 308. Dirty Dwayne has a little bit of clean air. Needs to hit his marks and run his line, because that's the leader right behind him.
Yeah, but he got behind. He'll pull away from him. He's just still picking him off. He wants another 100 laps. That's what Clean Dwayne or Dirty Dwayne wants.
Yeah. That's going to put 9 cars left on the lead lap. With
we got less than 20 to go.
Yes, 18 to go. You're right. With Colby Tucker right on El Guapo's rear end here, trying to put another car a lap down.
Yeah, and Duke, he's falling off now. He was getting through traffic, but on the long run, I think Colby's he's got the package here to get through traffic fine, and then, like you said, when he gets clean air, he just extends that lead that much more. So he's just got it going on today.
Top 9 have pretty much gapped out. 3 minutes from first to second. I'm sorry, 3 seconds. Another 4 or 5 seconds to Trick Dickel in third. Clean Dwayne in fourth, a couple seconds back. So they've pretty much gapped out. The biggest battle really right here is El Guapo and Dirty Dwayne, both trying to stay in front of Colby Tucker and stay on that lead lap. Dirty Dwayne to the inside, but the lap traffic holding him up. That's going to allow the leader to get to his outside. But the leader has El Guapo in front of him. Oh, El Guapo in the wall. Oh, I think he has damage. That was from the lap car. Oh, yeah, he definitely has damage. Oh, into the 67. He's trying to get down to the inside. Meanwhile,
You're all gonna crash.
Yeah, meanwhile, Colby able to get around Dirty Dwayne and Handy Slider, dealing with Luke B in front. El Guapo in 11th and continuing to drop.
You're never safe.
Never. El Guapo in the pits.
But look at that. Colby got through it. Look at the gap he has now. There's just nothing. He could run the rest of this race. And unless something crazy happens, he just needs to ride at this point.
Dirty Dwayne's gone a lap down, but it is still a battle for position with Abelt and him. Abelt on the outside, able to get around Duke Silver in the 67, coming around. Colby Tucker.
That lap car.
Yeah.
That lap car there, it just killed Dwayne's run. He was doing really good.
Absolutely. Colby Tucker with 10 to go here. He has a almost 3-second lead over Duke Silver with another 5 seconds over Trick Dickel. 2 seconds back to Clean Dwayne. Dusty Dwayne right there on Clean Dwayne's rear end. Potator, Luke B, Handy Slider, a belt, and Dirty Dwayne make up your top 10. Dusty Dwayne, fastest car on track last lap. Colby just crossing the line there with a 19.3, well faster than most of the field. Handy Slider comes in with a 19.38, just a little bit faster. But now that Colby has clean air, he is throwing down some laps. Coming to 8 to go, and Colby's got some lap traffic ahead. We have seen lap traffic can cause havoc. El Guapo now in 21st place and still in the pits after the 301 hit him into the wall. So Colby's got to be careful here.
Yeah, that big gap he just had, and then just literally 3 laps later, he's right in the middle of the thickest part of the traffic right now. So it can go in a hurry. Just gotta, you never know. Duke, he's cleared that little mess he was in. So he's going to chase him down pretty quick.
I kind of like what Colby's doing here, at least on the inside, in the sense that he's not going to have somebody slide up and hit him into the wall. A little safer, but we've seen the inside be slower. Now he's boxed in, so it's a little good, a little bad.
They made the bottom.
Yeah.
They made the bottom work right there. You just got to go where they're not.
5 to go.
Times and just hope for the best.
Colby able to add some time between him and Duke Silver. Back into traffic. with 3 to go.
Oh, look at them, though. They're getting tight. You don't want to be like that if you can help it. This is where you got to be smart, too. The AI is not going to do it, probably. They're just going to go hard. Aggressive levels going up. But, real life, you got to just manage your gap, even though Duke's closing in quite a bit now as they get 2 to go. But look at him. Look at that. He got stuck down there. I mean, Duke's closing in.
Yeah, Duke is right there. Headed down to the back stretch, coming to the front stretch. It'll be 1 to go. This will be the white flag.
There.
Duke is there, and Colby has nowhere to go, but I don't think Duke really has anywhere to go either.
I don't know. He's got momentum. Here we go. Last lap. We didn't see this coming.
There comes Bucky trying to cause havoc. In the 2 more turns. Colby Tucker coming to the checkered flag. It's going to be Colby Tucker with the win. Duke Silver, Trick Dickel.
Stein has just retired from the race.
This battle coming to the start finish.
Cullen is the winner.
So we've got,
yeah,
Colby Tucker, Duke Silver, Trick Dickel, Clean Dwayne, Dusty Dwayne, Poe Tater, Luke B, Handy Slider, a belt, and Dirty Dwayne. First car 1 lap down. Make out your top 10. Thanks for joining us today. I will get these posted, get the standings updated. Our next race, NASCAR GP UK, 45 laps at Brands Hatch in the Euro NASCAR V8 GP. That should be a lot of fun. Road racing in a stock car.
Euro car. That'd be a new car. I don't know anything about them. That'd be fun, though.
That will be fun. That's stock car, and they race in the rain in iRacing. So
there you go.
I bought that because that might be fun just to check it out. And that race, what is today? Sunday. I'll post this afternoon, let you know. I may try and do it Tuesday if we can. I know I was supposed to do this race yesterday, but got busy with racing myself and iRacing.
It's now 1:04
So
Fahrenheit.
I appreciate you guys tuning in. And thank you, Doc, for joining me today. Anybody that wants to is always welcome. It certainly makes the broadcast a little more fun, a little more entertaining. Doc, we didn't talk about your driver much today, I'm afraid. Had some bad luck. What are the thoughts on strategy for next race?
The same thing. I'm keeping the stats the same. We're going to build on it. And once the algorithm picks me up, it should start getting in the top 10.
Awesome. Well, good luck to you. And maybe I'll see you at the next race.
Yep. Appreciate it.
All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Talk to you later.